Alright guys, back in the loft. It's January 6th. We just finished up our first club meeting of the year. We got everything sorted out. The schedule's set for the season. Should be a good season. You guys notice I still don't have the hens in here. Don't have the birds paired up. I am planning on adding a couple hens. You notice I do have 3 boxes closed up. That box I closed up just so no other cock takes it, because I know that's Gingerbread Man's 2 boxes. But apart from the 2 birds you guys see there, Gingerbread Man and my 155, everything else is going to be love mating this year, guys. That may come as a shock to some of you. You guys know me well enough. I love mating the birds. I love taking my time meticulously putting pairs together on paper, looking at pedigrees or looking at birds' performances, things of that nature. But this year is going to be different due to a lack of my time and a lack of my desire, honestly, guys. I'm just going to throw hens in here. I have 10 breeding cocks this year, and that is all I have left, guys. Again, maybe a shocker to some of you. In the past, I've had up to 28 breeding pairs at one point. No longer. I will no longer get to that number, 10, with the exception of 2 birds in here that are still on trial. That red cock down at the bottom, that recessive, and the one on the window ledge there. Every other bird has proven his worth, has earned their box. Same with the hens. This year I'm going to take a different approach. I'm going to mate the 2 birds, the 2 hens, to the 2 specific cocks that I want. As for the rest, I'm going to throw hens in here, and whatever happens, happens, guys. I'm not going to stay here. Again, it's a lack of time and a lack of effort on my part. I don't want to babysit them. Once I know that these 2 cockbirds are mated to those hens, I'm going to throw 8 more hens in here and hope for the best. Of course, I'm going to take you guys along with me, sharing that experience. It's going to be exciting to see what birds are mated up this year. Something different, guys. Maybe something enjoyable for the videos. And of course, I'll cover that as well. So hang in there, guys. I'm going to put some hens in here and see how it goes. Alright, guys. We added the 2 hens this year. And no issues whatsoever. They are taking very nicely. Down here, I decided to put 155 with pine number 10. My best racing hen of the season. I was a little reluctant on this mating at first, because she's so young. I thought maybe she'd give me a hard time, but she is very reluctant. She definitely wants to mate up. Been on the lights for over 3 weeks now, so I think that helped a lot. And I'm happy. I'm happy for that, because I thought for sure I was going to have issues with that, just the fact that she's such a young hen. But she's not showing any issues. If in fact, I think I've already seen the mate before the video even started. Moving up to my second pair for the season, guys. Gingerbread Man and the Polish hen. Clearly not having issues. Gingerbread Man's a sweetheart when it comes to hens. He's not aggressive at all. He calls them when he needs to, and they come right to him. I'm excited for that mating. I think something good will come out of there. The Polish hen has given me 2 winners. Let me think. 2 outright winners and 1 equals first winner in the 3 years that I bred her. Last year we mated her to Jason, gave me an equals first at a 180. Jason is no longer with us. It's just he didn't do enough to earn his box in my loft, so he is now gone. Same with the Chris cock. He just has not produced anything since he bred Crispy for me, so now Crispy took his place and even took his box. We'll be giving him another hen, because Crispy's bred 2 winners in 2 years. He's definitely earned his place here. But I'm super excited. I thought for sure I was going to have issues with that bottom pair, but it looks like she's very receptive, and I think it's going to be a good thing. I'll give it another hour or so, and once I know that the birds are acting the way Gingerbread Man's acting, I'm going to throw in the other hens, and we'll see how that goes, guys. I'll take you guys along as well. Let the chaos begin, guys. There's birds everywhere. Looks like there's some mating happening up in the top right corner. Looks like some birds are going back to the original boxes, which I thought they would, which that's okay. I got some down in the bottom corner. I got this surprise mating here. It's a little chaotic, but I'm going to let them do their thing. Gingerbread Man's putting some work in there. Good job, boy. I'm just going to let them do what they want to do. Whatever birds get together, they can get together. let's check in. It's been a little over 20-25 minutes now. Much calmer than before. Looks like all the birds are in their boxes. Looks like the mates have been established. There are some surprise matings this year. There are some birds that have gone to the original mates. I think I was able to foresee some of that only because the hens went back to their box from the previous year, and that's the same box that the cocks were in, so that was, I guess, a given. But for the most part, I'd say about 50-50. About half the pairs in here are, well, less than half. I'd say about a third of the pairs in here are the same as last year, and the remainder are fresh matings for this season. Some surprise matings, guys. I'm not going to cover them in this video necessarily. You guys can take a peek as I just go over the entire loft. Some are a surprise, some are recurring. But needless to say, it's been the easiest method of mating birds I think I've ever had to deal with. Very little fighting. Birds just pick their box and pick their hens, and within about, like I said, about 20-25 minutes, seems like everybody's in the box, everybody's calling, everybody's happy. I don't know why I haven't done this in the past few years. I guess because I wasn't so sure about my birds. Kind of a fun experiment, seeing which birds go where. I think with the exception of one pair that I don't like together, but I'm going to leave them, I think it worked out beautifully, guys. I'll check back in the next hour or so just to get a final count of what birds are where. We'll go from there. Alright guys, let's check on the birds. It's been a couple hours. In that time frame we had a little bit of snowfall. Put the birds together, is nice and dry. Now it's all covered. But let's check on the birds. Doesn't sound too loud. I think for the most part they're all in their boxes. Oh, looks pretty good from here. Nice and calm. You guys can hear me better than you can hear the birds, so that's a good sign. Sneak in here so I don't spook them too bad. I think they're really calm and comfortable. There they go. Yep, they're all right where we left them. They're all pretty much in the same boxes. I use my videos, guys, as sort of note-taking. Go back in the videos and look at which birds belong where. A big reason is, a good example, I guess I would say that this red cockbird here was in this box, but she was in that box last year, so now she went there. He followed, so I blocked that off, so there's not an issue between them trying to go for both boxes. Also, I noticed a little bit of fighting between Titan and this recessive red cock. They're fighting a little bit. I believe Titan thinks that's his box as well, so we'll address that if we have to. But for the most part, they're maintaining their boxes, which is amazing. I cannot freaking believe it, man, how simple this was. Super simple to do it this way. Not doable for everyone, but if you have birds that are tested and proven, this may be an option, especially if you're running short on time. No matter how much we think we know about breeding pigeons, sometimes they know better than we do, and sometimes love matings work better than matings put on paper, things of that nature. So is what it is, guys. Again, having a low amount of, or a low number of pigeons, each cock had plenty of time in their box, no fighting 4 boxes, so plenty of space, and that goes a long way. Reducing the number of birds, giving them more available space, more available boxes goes a long way. This was super simple. Took no effort on my part, or very minimal effort on my part, and we got success out of it. So I'm going to keep those 2 pairs in their box overnight. I'm more concerned about the Polish hen because that was a box from not last year but the year before. This was her box last year, and I don't want her jumping to those 3 boxes. So I'll give them till tomorrow. Then I'll let them out for food and water, and I'll watch where they go from there. But for the most part, this is about as much effort as I want to put into the birds this year, and I think we'll have good success. Again, all these birds are tested and proven. I don't truly hate any pair that's together, and I'll cover each pair on the few upcoming videos. The only exception, like I said, would be that pair down there. I would have liked to have something different there. Those are the same as last season. Really probably would have wanted something different there. But again, if I'm not willing to put the effort, this is what I get. We'll see you on the next one, guys.